Internet, Squillo here, and the reason why I'm dressed up in my WTF blanket is because that little nose thing I mentioned last time was me getting sick. I probably have some form of flu. It's relatively mild, but now I'm all bundled up in my ROTC sweats and in a WTF blanket, so all is well. Anyway, I'm not going to rant about what I usually rant about, because I don't feel like it. I'm just going to blog on about stupid stuff. I did go to work today. I was a very naughty boy, but it was okay, because I stayed in my own little corner and didn't really bother anyone, and I did what was necessary to keep the project I'm on time, which was necessary because I'm kind of in a keystone position, so there you go. This is my WTF blanket. My mommy made it for me, so it's made with love. And as you can see, it's got little rockets and stars and atoms and stuff on it, so it's also made with science, and therefore it's a good thing, unlike a Snuggie, which is a backwards robe someone paid $30 for, which is stupid. I have a perfectly good bathrobe. I could wear that backwards if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I also have myself a large beer stein, a NASA beer stein with an astronaut on it, filled with a peppermint herbal infusion, because it's getting too late for me to actually drink tea if I want to go to bed sometime tonight. And I'm hoping that I'll get over this by tomorrow, so I can continue doing my job, which I enjoy. Because if I don't, well, I'm not entirely certain my supervisor can do it. Actually, he can do it. I'm not sure he's got the accesses necessary and whatnot, which is unfortunate. I ran a text adventure online, and now I will move the camera. Careful. There you go. Let's see the IRC screen. Come on, tilt. There you go. And now the guys in my chat room are running one of their own. So I'm a trendsetter. Aren't I special? And, okay. So that's that. Ooh. Anyway. What else we have? I've mostly been having weird fever dreams. Was it last night? Or... yeah, okay, I guess it was last night. I murdered my imaginary dream grandparents, which aren't actually anything like my actual grandparents, in self-defense. And then I dreamt that I was the Chris Pine version of Captain Kirk in a sort of video game Starfleet Academy sort of thing. It was weird. And today, I can't honestly remember, but I do remember they were weird. So, other than feeling vaguely unwell, I don't have much going on. Let's tilt that back up. Yeah. Pop, clack. Everyone's been wishing me well, and to get over it, which is good. And now I'm wasting your time, mostly because I can. It's pepperminty. Been drinking orange juice, like the orange is about to go extinct, and eating chicken soup, so I've got the whole Jewish penicillin thing going down. And all my projects are pretty much on hold because I feel like crap and don't feel like doing any of them. And I figured that after I'm done doing this, I'll play a little bit of audio surf, or the dig, maybe. I think I'll do the dig instead. And then I'll go to bed early and wake up tomorrow and hope that I'm feeling better, although I probably won't. So I'll call in and then call my supervisor to ask if he can do what needs to be done, and if not, I will go in for just long enough to get it done, and then I will come back and collapse. And actually I will discuss something vaguely deep. Knowledge, perfect knowledge, becomes complicity when you factor in creation. An omniscient God knows full well the results of all of his creations, is directly responsible for what happens in that creation because he could have made it differently. If I make a landmine, and I know perfectly that a guy is going to walk onto the landmine, I am responsible when the landmine blows up and blows that guy to hell, because, even though I didn't push the guy onto the landmine, by his own appearance of choice, he walked onto the landmine. But I knew perfectly, because I'm the omniscient landmine designer, that he would walk onto it, and I made the landmine so when he walked onto it, it would blow up. Landmine, tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Same thing. Omniscience itself does not mean that you are responsible for what happens, and free will still applies in terms of omniscience. Cassandra knew that bad things were going to happen, but she couldn't stop them because she had no power over them and she wasn't causing them. The Tetragrammaton, on the other hand, not only knows exactly all the bad things that'll happen, but made the universe the way it is so those bad things would happen, or the way it is so those bad things can happen, which and if he's got the intent of, okay, you guys shouldn't sin or go to hell, then he's psychotic, because his actions do not support his intent. And if you say that free will is more important, well, free will is still alive because he knows exactly what you're going to do, and he made it that way, so you only happen to stumble, through your illusion of free will, happen to stumble into a choice you couldn't have possibly made the opposite call in. So yeah, that's that. That was the result of my argument with GTK Paladin here. He doesn't agree with me, which is fine. I mean, to disagree would force him to change his worldview, and I've got no interest in that. And he's not going to change my worldview, so actually it's been going quite well. I've enjoyed it. And now that I'm done rambling and wasting your time, which is your fault if you haven't clicked away by now, I'm going to bid you adieu. See ya, Internet.